King Abdullah and Queen Azizah Aminah are the most beloved rulers of Malaysia. People adore them for their openness and dedication to the country. But few know about the secret that has been hidden in their royal family for decades. The Sultan had a second wife, Julia Abdul Rais, a popular actress who one day simply disappeared. But what caused her mysterious disappearance? Why did she not want to marry the Sultan at first? How did a terrible accident change her life? How does she live now? And why was her presence hidden at her daughter's wedding? Watch this video until the end to learn the shocking truth about this story of love and betrayal. Let's begin. Julia Abdul Rais was one of the brightest stars of Malaysian cinema in the late 1980s and early 1990s. Beautiful and charismatic, she won the hearts of millions of viewers with her roles in romantic dramas. She was born into the family of a successful Malaysian businessman and his British wife. This mix of heritage gave her a striking appearance that made her stand out among other actresses. Julia started her career in commercials and quickly moved into feature films. Within a short time, she starred in several leading roles and received prestigious awards. It seemed everything was only beginning. But at that very moment, an event happened that divided her life into before and after. Fate brought Julia together with Prince Abdullah. But why did she refuse him at first? And how did the accident turn her life upside down? At that time, the Crown Prince of the royal family of Pahang was married to Princess Azizah Aminah from the neighbouring state of Johor. Their marriage was like a real fairy tale of love. But after many years of treatment for infertility and the tragic loss of their firstborn, who lived only one day, the relationship between the spouses fell apart. Azizah sank into a deep depression, while the prince began to seek comfort outside the home. It was in this dramatic moment that actress Julia Rais appeared in his life. Their meeting happened at a social event in Kuala Lumpur. Julia was invited as a celebrity guest, and Abdullah attended as a member of the royal family. For the prince, Julia became a source of light in a dark period. Young and full of life, she could make him laugh and distract him from heavy thoughts. For Julia, meeting the prince felt like a fairy tale coming true. After that, she became even more popular, and people spoke about her in every household. But rumours spread that when the Crown Prince of Pahang proposed to Julia, she refused. She was only 20 years old and at the peak of her career. Her films were coming out one after another, she was receiving awards, and she did not want to lose it all. But soon an event happened that changed her fate. In 1991, Julia and her friend, actress Susan Lancaster, were driving home late at night. Their car crashed. The girls were not wearing seatbelts, and the impact threw them into the windshield. Newspapers wrote about serious injuries and cuts. It was after this accident, they say, that Prince Abdullah returned into her life. He paid for the best treatment and plastic surgeries to restore her health. His care and support changed her feelings toward him. And, as people say, that was the moment she accepted his proposal. Their private wedding ceremony was held at Fraser's Hill Resort. Julia became Abdullah's second wife and received the title Chepuan, an honorary address for the wives of sultans of non-royal origin. But what did the first wife feel when a rival appeared at the most painful moment of her life? This marriage changed the lives of everyone involved in the drama. For Prince Abdullah, it was a hope for future children and heirs. For Princess Azizah, the appearance of a rival was a blow. But as a pious Muslim woman, she accepted the trial. For Julia, marriage meant the end of her brilliant film career. She never acted again. Her name disappeared from the press, and her photos vanished from magazine covers. Yet, her love for the prince and hope for a happy future helped her accept these sacrifices. A year after the wedding, Julia gave birth to her first daughter, Iman, and later to two more daughters, Elisha and Ileana. Julia lived a quiet life in a separate palace, away from the cameras, raising her daughters. But the hardest part of her new life was the constant comparison with the prince's first wife. Azizah Aminah was not just a wife. She was the daughter of a sultan of noble birth and seen as the perfect consort. Despite the grief and depression after losing a child, Azizah remained strong and continued to fight infertility. She underwent 16 IVF procedures in the best clinics in the world, and in 1995, she finally gave birth to a long-awaited son, who became heir to the throne. At that moment, Julia's position weakened, since she only had daughters. But the family drama did not end there. In 1997, both wives became pregnant almost at the same time. Julia gave birth to her third daughter, while Azizah had her second son. In Muslim royal families, the birth of a son has always been seen as proof of blessing and the strength of the marriage. If a wife gave birth only to daughters, her position was considered vulnerable. After that, Julia never had more children, while the first wife eventually gave Abdullah 5 children. Even so, Queen Azizah, as a true Muslim woman, treated Julia's daughters with respect and care. Because of that, their future turned out dignified. But after the birth of her third daughter, Julia appeared in public less and less, and eventually disappeared. The first wife, on the other hand, was always visible, engaged in public life, created a fertility foundation to help childless couples, wrote cookbooks, and won the love of the people. The royal family remains silent about the fate of the Sultan's second wife. No official divorce was announced, but no one spoke of them living together either. It seemed as if Julia simply vanished into thin air. But what really happened to her? And was she truly at her daughter's wedding? People remembered the Sultan's second wife in 2018 when Julia's eldest daughter got married. A grand ceremony was held at the royal palace. The bride was stunningly beautiful and looked very much like her mother. The entire royal family was there, along with many relatives and honoured guests from other kingdoms. But the bride's mother was nowhere to be seen. This stirred the public and sparked countless theories. Some believed the royal family forbade her to appear, others thought she had health problems. But according to some reports, Abdul Rais was actually present at the ceremony. However, in chronicles and official photos, her name was not mentioned, and her absence in pictures only deepened the mystery around her. Today, the former actress lives a quiet life in the United Kingdom. When her daughters grew up, they moved there to study. Julia went with them and now lives with her British mother. According to some sources, her youngest daughter lives with her and studies at a university. One day, her eldest daughter posted a rare photo of Julia holding her grandchild, but quickly deleted it after it attracted too much attention. In 2019, Sultan Abdullah became the king of Malaysia, and his first wife, Azizah Aminah, became queen. Their life has since been under the spotlight of the entire country. At that moment, many once again remembered Abdul Rais, about whom nothing had been heard for almost 2 decades. Some still believe her disappearance was caused by the first wife's jealousy and her desire to preserve the image of the perfect royal couple. But what do you think about the fate of Abdul Rais? What really happened to her? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and share this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.